Hey guys, this is Shish Kebab from TechPB. My actual name's Anthony. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I've been paintballing for almost exactly 9 years now. This upcoming July 12th will be my 9th year anniversary into the sport of paintball. Um, Went out for my birthday back on July 12th in 2002, and just had a blast and fell in love with it. So, been pretty much going and ever since. Uh, my first gun was an Oracle autococker. I didn't really want to do what most new people do and start with a low end and work your way up. I'm hard headed, so uh, I just sort of had some money saved up and worked and busted my ass until I could save up more money. And meanwhile, just rented during that time until I could get the autococker that I wanted. Um, it seemed like the best value gun at the time because I had about $600 to spend, I guess you could say. So I ended up getting that, and I loved it. It was awesome. Um, I pretty much just played rec ball and stuff for a little while, and a couple months after that. Never was really getting too serious into it. Figured I had to hone my skills and stuff before I could work my way up to tournaments. And then one day, local tourney players at or tourney players at the local field, to for the part of their sponsorship deals, they have to ref every so often, like it is most places. And so after one game of me playing against renters and walk-ons and stuff, we are doing about a 7-on-3 match, and I was on the 3 team, and I pretty much just annihilated all 6 or 7 other people. The ref came up to me. He's like, "Hey, look, you need to go over there and start playing with us," and pointed out the airball field where the tourney players played. And this was a kid I looked up to because I thought he was a pro. Wore all the cool jerseys and pants. Shot high end guns, played tournaments. It was awesome. So I was ecstatic to hear that from him. And later, after that game, walked me over there, introduced me to the guys. I started playing with them, and proceeded to get my ass kicked for the rest of the day. Fun? Nah. But I learned a lot. They all helped me get better and grow, which was great. Almost a year after I started, or a little after a year after I started playing, I decided it was time for me to get my first high-end electro so I could start playing tournaments, and compete more with my new friends that I met through paintball. So I did a bunch of research and decided I really liked the looks of the Bob Long Intimidator. The only problem was there is no way at the time I would ever be able to afford it. They were going for new $1,200+ easily. But luckily I got a steal of a deal on used Lasoya Intimidator that some guy was selling on our local forum with a freak barrel kit and critical trigger for only $550. So this was almost a brand new gun that retails for over $1,200 plus a barrel kit and aftermarket trigger for that much. And so I just got really lucky and was able to purchase it. Went to the field, tested out, everything worked out great. So I bought it from him. And that's what sparked my love for Intimidators, I'd have to say. It's that gun right there. I regret selling it, but when you get in tourney ball, you often get into gun whoring, which is what I did. So that gun got traded off, and the part that I hate most about trading that gun off was later on down the road in a local tourney that I was playing. We were playing this team in the semifinals, and kid shot me in the face to eliminate me and our team from the tournament using my old Lasoya Intimidator. That's the worst part about trading that gun, I think. But it happens, whatever. Okay, sorry for the little cut there, guys. So I played local tournaments for a little while, and then eventually moved on to national tournaments and BPLs and PSPs. Um, Played on some actual serious teams, and then played on some throw together teams where it's just me and some friends that, we all played national tournaments before, decided we were good enough, play together a time, we might as well just go do it since we want to play the events, but we're not on a team. Um, always had a great time at national events. They were always a blast. You go, you play your heart out. We never won anything, but always had a great time. Got to, be at the event, have blast, go party in the hotel room afterwards. It's always a great experience. I would suggest it to anyone to do it that wants to do it, that has the means to do it, because it is very expensive. Um, let's see. Then getting towards, I guess, the end of my high school career, very end of my junior year, I tore ligaments in my ankle. Spring training for football. So I had to stop paintballing for a little while, and then when I was going to get back into it, Division II PSP team invited me to play on them. I knew a bunch of the guys. They invited me to join their team, which would have been awesome had I been able to do it, but I would have had to quit football to do paintball, and it was my senior year of football, and so it was, quit one for the other, and my parents weren't going to let me quit football for paintball, so I quit paintball for football, and didn't get back into it until freshman year of college when a buddy Reed of mine was just getting started into paintball. And, I talked to him and told him about all my good stories. And it reignited the spark in me, made me want to go out there and play again. And that's when I, came across Tech BB. I was online researching about guns and stuff, trying to get caught up with the time. Decide what gun I wanted for the little bit of money I could scrounge up. And found Mike's videos and, thought his vision of paintball was cool. It was great, what he wanted to do with the sport. So that's how I got on Tech PB. Gun I got back when I got back in was a Mark 6. Thing was awesome, smooth, quiet, everything I could have wanted out of a gun, and it required absolutely no maintenance. I'm serious. I didn't touch this thing maintenance-wise for 20 or so cases. Never gave me one issue. Eventually, it got hoarded off though because I saw, there's a new apple in my eye. I saw the Mark Victory. I wanted it, and so I hoarded my way up into getting the Mark Victory, and so that I still actually have it. It's been in my gear bag for a year and a half now. So that's pretty much it. I just play rec ball now. There's no tournaments. They're too expensive for a college kid. So I guess it's time for a little bit of show and tell now. Uh, here's my victory. It is absolutely amazing. I love the gun. It's probably my favorite gun that I've owned so far. It just fits me better than any other high-end I've tried on the market, so it stayed with me for a year and a half, which is incredibly long for me. Another thing I'd like to show you is my lucky monkey with a gun hat. This thing's been with me almost as long as I've been in paintball. It's been out there every day at the field with me. It's been to every tournament I've been to. I don't know if it's lucky, but I like to say it's my lucky hat. It's awesome. And then last but not least, my dream gun when I was, noob in paintball that I always wanted as soon as it came out was a Texas Storm Intimidator. I wanted this thing more than anything else and never had the opportunity to own one. I guess I could have found an opportunity on one, but never had a good deal on one or anything during my years of gun whoring until this last summer. Got a really good offer for one, and so I took it. And here is my Texas Storm Intimidator. This is also my baby. I love it to death. It was partially 2K5 when I got it. I finished 2K5ing it. It's still a project gun, so there's still some things I want to do on it. But eventually it's going to get sent off for anno and it's going to look sick. I'm sure you'll all like it when it's done. But that's pretty much it for me. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Thanks.